Chapter 9, 175, New Alliance Agreement. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. The negotiation with He Lulan lasted for 6 hours. After it ended, even Fang Yuan with his immortal zombie body felt extremely exhausted. His pitiful immortal zombie mind could not think on its own easily. Who knew how many thoughts he wasted in the process? He Lulan also wasn't better off. She felt this negotiation was much more exhausting than an intense battle of life and death. A feeling of weakness emitted from deep within her. Her tongue went dry, and she was feeling dizzy. After the negotiation, Fang Yuan brought over Tai Bai Yunsheng and formed a new agreement with He Lulan and Fairy Li Shan. Fang Yuan handed over self-strength Immortal Gu, trading for He Lulan's slavery Immortal Gu, as well as borrowing Attitude Gu for 1 year. Fang Yuan also had to provide an opportunity to kill He Chung for He Lulan and Fairy Li Shan. As for Starform Blessed Land, everyone would continue to participate fairly. Besides these, Fang Yuan also obtained He Lulan's consent to connect their luck. The new agreement was tightly linked together in all aspects. Even Fairy Li Shan, with her information path Quasi-Great Grandmaster attainment, would need to spend several years to break the agreement. More importantly, it also took account of Blazing Heaven Demoness. There was a condition inside that stated more allies could be added, but the new allies must follow the agreement. Moreover, both sides could not get the help of external forces to target each other. Both sides would also have a one-time opportunity to request for support, and once used, the other side must be assisted. The compensation after the matter would be calculated according to the specific situation. The agreement was extremely stringent. The division of profits was stipulated in detail. Fang Yuan used He Lulan's apprehension towards Purple Mountain True Monarch and his previous life's memories to reach his goal. One who could only fight was no more than a bore. Battles could not resolve all issues. Man is the spirit of all living beings. Humans possessed great wisdom. If they used this wisdom only to fight, they would be letting down this gift from heaven. After the agreement was made, Fang Yuan's situation had changed greatly. First of all, He Lulan was Fairy Black Moon, with vigorous luck that would not decline for a long time. Fang Yuan connected his luck with hers, offsetting Spring-Autumn Cicada's flaw. Second, he was able to borrow the Rank 8 Attitude Gu. This immortal Gu was used in the past by Thieving Heaven Demon Venerable. It was the core Gu of the legendary immortal killer, Move Familiar Face. Back then, Thieving Heaven Demon Venerable had only been Rank 6 Gu Immortal, but by using this killer move, he deceived 2 Rank 8 Gu Immortals in a row, obtaining large amounts of treasures, as well as causing the 2 Rank 8 Gu Immortals to misunderstand each other, indirectly causing their deaths. Fang Yuan had lost change form Immortal Gu, but obtained Attitude Gu, which was countless times better. His improved vaguely familiar face killer move's effect would be sharply increased to an astonishing level. Fang Yuan was now confident of deceiving even Rank 8 Gu Immortals. Lastly was Blazing Heaven Demoness. In his previous life, Blazing Heaven Demoness, this Rank 8 Gu Immortal, had schemed against Fang Yuan. This life, Fang Yuan had reached a new agreement with Fairy Li Shan and others, which could be taken as stopping Blazing Heaven Demoness's scheme early. Blazing Heaven, Demoness's guilt and affection towards He Lulan was her biggest weakness. Fang Yuan was planning to inadvertently make use of Blazing Heaven Demoness. Even if Blazing Heaven Demoness did not join the new alliance, when He Lulan falls into a predicament while assisting Fang Yuan, could Blazing Heaven Demoness do nothing? It could be said that He Lulan was the best tool to control Blazing Heaven Demoness. He Lulan's side is no longer an obstacle to me. After turning enemies into allies, my plans should now go much more smoothly. But He Lulan and the others are extremely shrewd. They are not easy to fool. They are now very satisfied with this new alliance agreement, but they will slowly realize the enormous advantage I am holding. At that time, they will definitely be displeased and may even try to go against me. Because of his previous life's memories, Fang Yuan was able to gain the advantage, but he had not removed his vigilance against He Lulan's side. Wait until I possess Graceful Chaotic Dual Stage. Then the course will be set. The contrast between the strength of our sides will be overturned. Even if He Lu Lan's side is unsatisfied, they won't be able to create any problems. Fang Yuan did not hesitate on giving up self-strength Immortal Gu. It was because he was planning for the Immortal Gu House, graceful chaotic dual stage, and the great strength true martial Immortal Zombie. With self-strength Immortal Gu, he would only have the first style of Myriad Self. At best, his strength would only be rank 7. But with the Immortal Gu House, Fang Yuan did not need to fear even rank 8s, easily advancing or retreating. After obtaining Attitude Gu, Fang Yuan stored it in his own immortal aperture and moved to Langya, Blessed Land. Langya Land's spirit was extremely surprised, asking, "So quickly? You got what I wanted?" "No." Fang Yuan shook his head. Langya Land's spirit's expression immediately turned gloomy, shouting coldly, "Fang Yuan, you brat! Are you disregarding my words? Before you left last time, I told you Langya Blessed Land is not a place for you to come whenever you want. If you don't have the immortal material I want, then don't come bothering me. I won't agree to any of your requests." "Is that so?" Fang Yuan chuckled, his attitude calm. "What if I want to use my final opportunity to request you to refine Gu for me?" "Ah." Langya Land's spirit was staring blankly, lost for words. Fang Yuan had stolen Ma Hongyun's fortuitous encounter, arriving at Langya Blessed Land with the identity of an inheritor of Thieving Heaven. Because Longhair Ancestor had made an agreement with Thieving Heaven Demon Venerable, Langya Land's spirit had to refine Gu 3 times for Fang Yuan without any costs. If refining Mortal Gu, Langya Land's spirit must guarantee the success of the Gu refinement. If refining Immortal Gu, Langya Land's spirit could fail, but the materials for the Gu refinement must come from his own pockets. Fang Yuan had used 2 opportunities. The first was to refine Stargate Gu. Although this Gu worm was only a mortal Gu, it had provided huge help to Fang Yuan at that time. The second was to refine Second Aperture Gu. During the Gu refinement process, Fang Yuan drank 4 types of fine wines, obtaining Divine Travel Gu. Finally, he used Divine Travel Gu to trade for Gruel Mud, Immortal Gu from Langya Land Spirit. Thus, Fang Yuan only had 1 remaining opportunity to request Gu refinement. Langya Land Spirit said sternly, "Kid, what Gu do you want to refine?" Fang Yuan laughed heartily, patting Langya Land Spirit's shoulder. "I only said if I don't truly want to waste the 3rd opportunity now." Langya Land Spirit snorted, brushing away Fang Yuan's hand and dusting off his clothing with extremely dislike. But in the end, he did not speak anymore. As long as Fang Yuan did not use his final opportunity, he could casually enter Langya Blessed Land. Langya Land's spirit knew this was Fang Yuan's warning towards him, even a verbal attack, but he was unable to do anything about it, so he felt very displeased. "If you don't want to use the final chance, then leave quickly," Langya Land's spirit said, displeased. Fang Yuan unconcernedly shrugged his shoulders. "Although I did not get the immortal material you mentioned, but I brought this. Take a look." The corners of Langya Land's spirit's lips curled up. "Brat, you want to deceive me? You think immortal materials can easily substitute for each other? I cannot." He suddenly stopped speaking. His eyes flew wide open. His gaze intensified sharply as it fixed upon the immortal material in Fang Yuan's hand. This immortal material naturally was not a simple one. It was a rank 8 immortal material Fang Yuan had picked up inside the Gu formation in Earth Trench. Langya Land's spirit's eyes were captivated. This looks like fragment of the immemorial desolate beast Cloud Phoenix's body." Langya Land's spirit stuttered in an incredulous tone. Fang Yuan gave a thumbs up. "As expected of Langya Land's spirit, you are correct. After I obtained this immortal material, I had to spend some effort before I found out its origin." As he said this, Fang Yuan handed this immortal material to Langya Land's spirit. Langya Land's spirit did not restrain himself. He quickly stretched his hand, grabbing the immortal material, and put it in front of his eyes, examining carefully. "Good stuff, good stuff. Sure enough, it is a fragment of a cloud phoenix. This is a rare object. What dog shit luck do you have to actually get such a treasure? Lang Yalin's spirit muttered nonstop. He was extremely enticed, and his gaze looked somewhat infatuated. No matter which Lang Yalan spirit it was, they both originated from Long-Hair Ancestor. Long-Hair Ancestor excelled in goo refinement and was also infatuated with it. Lang Yalan's spirit had also inherited this nature. Right now, as Lang Yalan's spirit looked at this rank 8 immortal material, his thoughts started to fluctuate. He had bitterly sought for such immortal materials, but had not found them. If he had this, the gaps in materials for a lot of immortal goo recipes could be filled up. The goo refinement materials for 1 or 2 immortal goo would even be collected entirely, and the goo refinement could begin immediately. Lang Yalan's spirit had already stopped paying attention to Fang Yuan. His gaze was tightly fixed at the Cloud Phoenix's fragment, inspecting it from all directions. He was almost salivating. Even in Lang Ya blessed land, there were very few rank 8 immortal materials. Why? It was simple. They were hard to gather. Like this Cloud Phoenix's fragment, its main body was an immemorial, desolate beast. Cloud Phoenix. This Cloud Phoenix was extremely powerful, able to match rank 8 goo immortals. To gather this immortal material, normally speaking, one had to kill the Cloud Phoenix. Goo immortals were few in numbers. Rank 8 goo immortals were even fewer. Only a handful of them existed. They had to consider their tribulations and their own safety, and would not easily start a battle. Unless they had some specific demands, there would be extremely few rank 8 immortal materials entering the market. This was also the reason why Fang Yuan had only put 2 immortal materials in Treasure Yellow Heaven. Yet he was easily able to trade for all kinds of food for immortal goo. Even Lang Yalan's spirit's main body, Long-Hair Ancestor, did not have too much capability to personally gather rank 8 immortal materials. One of the reasons he agreed to refine goo for Thieving Heaven, Demon Venerable and Giant Sun Immortal Venerable, was to borrow the strength of the rank 9 Venerables to gather rank 8 immortal materials. Fang Yuan saw Lang Ya, land spirit's expression, and smiled. He then took out another rank 8 immortal material and intentionally asked, Lang Ya, land spirit, help me check the origins of this immortal material. Ah! Lang Ya, land spirit raised his head to take a glance, immediately letting out a loud and shocked scream. His eyes were wild with joy. Heavens, isn't this the wing of a tiger-striped honeybee? Look, such beautiful lights from downmarks. The metal path downmarks on this wing are so dense that we can see the light from the downmarks with our naked eyes. Brat, how could you obtain something of this level? It simply angers me to death. I searched so hard for so many years. But even I have barely over 20 of them. They are so precious that I am not willing to use them. Fang Yuan laughed loudly. What if I say I picked them up? Do you believe me? Saying this, he immediately took back the Cloud Phoenix's fragment from Lang Ya land spirit's hand. Lang Ya land spirit was caught unprepared, and after he reacted, he gave a miserable howl, feeling like a piece of his heart had been cut out. He stamped his foot and shouted, What are you doing? Doing what? Fang Yuan had a baffled expression. This belongs to me. Are you thinking of stealing it? Lang Yalan's spirit stiffened. He was not able to retort and could only glare at Fang Yuan.